Hello everyone, Happy New Year. It's the start of another year. Don't be hard on yourselves if things seem a little bit stressful, seems feel a little bit like a struggle, because at the end of the day, life is a test, it's a struggle. It is a struggle and you should always be, be passionate, be passionately believing in what you want to do, um, as I've heard someone say, and I agree with that. Um, right, so this channel is about my filmmaking, my love of film, and my journey into film. Uh, yeah, this is the second live stream that I'm doing now. As I said before in my other channel, in my other video, this is not how I want to stream on here. Like ideally, it's just until I get the right setup in place. I have got the lighting and I've got the right camera. I've got these things here next to me. But I've just got to get my room or the place where I'm going to set up this equipment. I've got to get it organized and rearranged and and put into place. So, but until that time comes, we'll have to just get by with what we've got at the moment. It still works. It's the same thing. But obviously, I'd like to put more care, effort into how I present my myself, and what I speak about. So, yeah. Who's that? Oh, Nia. Hello. Oh, you're one. Okay. I've just come on here, and that's good. Okay. It is working. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So this is my channel, Samuel Murphy's. That's the channel. I'll talk about any aspect of film and cinema. So and my journey into that. That you'll see that soon enough. So I'll wait for some more people to arrive, I suppose, and then we'll get talking from there. This channel is a lot more professional than my other channel. I mean, I should have had a topic in mind prior to coming on online, on this live stream. But maybe we can just keep this live stream like the previous one and just keep it open to all questions that are relevant to film. Yeah, I mean, I have got the list of films that people recommended for me to see, and I've still got them written down here. There's quite a few of them. Didn't get a chance to look at any of these films, because of the build up to the new year and the things I've been dealing with right now. I've not had time, but I'll be sure to look into them at some point. Some of the films that I was recommended by some of the subscribers on here was a film by Darren. Sorry, how do you pronounce his surname? Darren Aronofsky, who is the director of the film The Whale. Brendan Fraser, if I'm right in saying, which came out a couple of years ago. The Fountain, 2006. I was told by the same director. A film called Pi, 1998. Same director. And then there was some other suggestions that I was given, which I'll talk about later. So yeah, this channel is about film. So anyone here wants to connect and speak to me and talk about cinema, not just about films, but like about not just about what our favorite films may be, or like to go deep into the process of film, the production, from you know, everything from the idea that starts in the mind to the finished result, you know, seeing it on the big screen, you know, and anything in between that, you know, the storyboarding, you know, music, sound development, you know, the score, the soundtrack, you know, filming, shooting, you know, pre-production, post-production, you know, editing. Hello there, 1 hour. Hello. Right, everyone's saying that they're my biggest fan. Right. Hello there. I hope it's true. Cool. All right. Well, that's what this channel's about. And obviously it'll be about my journey moving forward. So, uh, hello everyone. Happy New Year. Yeah, your name looks familiar, actually. 1 hour plays. It looks familiar. There's so many people that subscribe to me. I can't keep up with everyone's names, but I can't keep track, you know, but I'll try to. Having a YouTube channel, right? I'm just one thing that I'll mention about YouTube, and I want to get back to the live stream, okay? Because I'm focused on this channel, unlike my other channel, which is more laid back and it's more laid back. But YouTube, you know, becoming a YouTube channel person, you know, it's like a responsibility. You know, you're dealing with other people, you're dealing with, you know, speaking and communicating to people. Relationships can get formed, you know, like obviously it's totally non-sexual, the way I want people to respect me on here. It's not, I'm not involved in things like that. It's just me sharing my message. um you know, as I said before on my other channel, this is not a dating website, and it's just for YouTube. It's just to share my message. But don't know why I mentioned that. I can't remember. I can't remember what my train of thought was for me to say that. But oh yeah, because YouTube is like, it's like you're famous. Having a YouTube channel and growing a channel, it's like, in some ways it's like what fame is like. You know, fame. You know, and it's like, it's weird. Like, not that I'm not. I'm just saying it's like that. If anyone's got a large channel, almost, this is not even large. You know, this is a brand new channel. But my other channel's got quite a few subscribers on there. Even still, I'm just saying that it's quite, it's strange. It's a strange sort of like, there's a lot of demand, there's a lot of attention on you, and there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. So you got to be able to deal with that, you know, and I do. But anyway, just something there for people to consider, you know. If you don't mind all that and you can get through it all, then fine, good. But if people can't take any of that, then until you're ready, don't start creating a channel. Because if it becomes big, and that's good, if it does, you know, that's a good thing. But be prepared for, you know, if you don't ever live stream or you don't answer people's comments back as much, then you won't that won't affect you then. But for people that interact with their subscribers and new people, it's exciting, you know, but it's a challenge as well at the same time. But as I said, if you're prepared to go through it, then go through it, you know. Anyway, let's get back to the topic of today, you know. Well, when I say topic, let's get back to talking about film, okay? I mean, I'm open. Any comments, any sort of questions that anyone might have for me, I mean, feel free to say. anything movie or film related. Any questions about or insights about the film industry? Anyone who wants to start working in it? Anyone who wants to make their own projects? Anyone who's interested in collaborating with me or other people? I'm happy to talk about that. Anyone who's got an interest in cinema, post your comments below. I'm happy to answer them or see if I can give you a response. We'll just go from there. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here for because the cable that I used to charge this phone is being borrowed at the moment. It's downstairs and it's being used to charge another device. So I'll only have a certain amount of time on here. I've got time. Don't get me wrong. I have time, but I'm not going to be on here for more than a certain time because there won't be enough battery. So yeah. This channel is about my love of film and cinema, my journey into filmmaking. So yeah, any questions related to that, comments, queries, or any curiosity around that, comment below. Let's talk about. Let's see what comes up. Okay. I will have topics in the upcoming streams where the whole live stream will be focused around a particular topic, and I won't deviate away from that. I won't be distracted. It will be talking about that. Today is just an open sort of discussion about anything to do with film. Hello everyone. Even like if people want to talk to me about, or if you want to discuss um, television, like that's still filming. It's still part of it's still relevant. Okay, but it is. But mainly it's about film. Okay, so um, as I say, my future live streams, whenever I will do them, this is if I've got time to do it, which I should have. They'll be much more organized, much more, on focused, and yeah, there'll be a topic. There'll be a topic. But today there isn't. Okay, so we'll see what happens. See what happens. That reminds me, I need to watch the new episode of Fallout. I need to watch that. Don't underestimate the power. the power of cinema. You know, it's for me, it's the greatest. Like sort of, it's not just it's not just a great source of stimulation, but it's more than that. You know, it's more when it's done right. You really feel the love in it, the power. Um, Hello there. Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. This channel is about filmmaking. Anything to do with film related, cinema and film, and my journey into filmmaking. It's a brand new channel. Well, I've had it for a year, but I've only just started putting content on. And my last professional, or my first video that I've put on recently was like the first professional video that I've made. I made it the other day. It's about the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey that's coming out this year. And it's, well, when I say it's about that, I touch on that. I speak about what it's going to be about. And I talk about IMAX, and where I go to in London to see, where I've had my IMAX experience, where my go-to place is. It's all on the video, so check out the video if you're interested. There seems to be. That's the beauty of YouTube, you know. You're not sure who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna speak to. So strange, isn't it? The algorithm on this. 1 second there's like a couple of people here. The next second there's like 20 people or more. It's great. And as long as you don't focus on that, you know, when you just focus on what your message is, you just keep doing what you're doing, and the rest will take care of itself. You know what I mean? You just let. I'm happy that there's a few people here right now. I think it's great. If you've got any questions about film or cinema, put a comment about it. You know anything about Are you interested in film and like in film production? Like anyone here? Is there anyone here who wants to talk about this? You know, from that point of view, or whatever. You know, and as long as it's relevant or related to film, and cinema, then let's speak about it. Let's speak about it. You know, please, let's do this. Let's take that hat off. Yeah, so that video that I've put on my channel recently, I think mainly it's about the IMAX experience. Yes, I mentioned the Odyssey, and I've put some brief. I've included some information in there about that. Ultimately, I'm talking about the IMAX experience. Like, to me, this is like, it's still like the ultimate cinematic experience. This is the place for great stories to be experienced. So that's mainly what that video is about that I've made, and I'm glad that I've made that video. It's just that I'm speechless, honestly, because I've had the IMAX experience. I've had it a few times now, and obviously, like, every time is great, but that first time that I went to see what I saw there, I'm still speechless till today. Honestly, I cannot show how much love I am in with this experience. It was when I went to see Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. Just absolutely, like, it's just pure magic. And I'm very grateful. Very. So IMAX it needs to be. I suppose why I talk about it is because, one, I've got a connection to it, and two, people that are not aware of it, in the way that I'm talking about it, you need to. That's why I speak about it. Because most people probably go to, like, a standard cinema. There are people that go to IMAX, obviously, but more people go probably to the ordinary cinemas, which I still recommend anyone goes to a theater, like a cinema. IMAX is just man, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just so, I'm speechless. I can't even. I'd speak. Obviously, there's some things that might be played at an IMAX which might not blow you away. It might not be the best thing that you've ever experienced. And I can probably understand that. Because not everything that's played there, the filmmakers that may have made whatever they've made, and I've got respect to filmmakers. I've got respect because it's for the genuine filmmakers that do this with the love of cinema. Like, even though it might not be my cup of tea, so to speak, like what they've made, I still have respect for them, because it's not an easy job. There's a lot of stress that comes with it. There's a lot of that you've got to deal with. But either way, if your heart is in it from the beginning, you'll go through all the stress that's needed. All the challenges. Um, but yeah, certain filmmakers understand the IMAX technology more than others. They understand how to use it the best. It's because it's not just like, because when people think of IMAX, they probably think of it just as, oh, it's just a large screen. That's not just, because if that's the case, and it was just the only if that's the case, that the only difference between IMAX and regular theaters is, the only difference is just for the fact that it's got a different size screen. If that was the answer to it, then all the theaters that we have would be just making their screens larger. They'd be getting modifications put in place to get new screens installed. So obviously, like, that's not the reason. That's not what the difference is. It's much more than that. It is a different technology, IMAX, what they used. Yeah, it's still film. They're film cameras, like because obviously the screen, where you go to see these pieces of film, that's that's the after part, but the beginning part is ideally starts with the filmmaking side of things, with production, like with the actual equipment that IMAX own. So studios have to go to IMAX and rent out the film cameras. They have to go to IMAX and they have to borrow. I want to say borrow, but they have to rent them because they're different from ordinary film cameras. They're different. They're completely different, and it's still filming and it's still like recording. Hello everyone, Happy New Year. I'm just talking about film because that's what this channel is about. It's about filmmaking. Um, and yeah, like I mean, there is a difference between ordinary film cameras like 35mm, which is still amazing. It's still great. 35mm is standard cinema film. That's what is studio standard. Film that's still film. Like in regards to the format, the size of the frames. IMAX is 70mm and it's like double and it's like big large squares. So the format is different. The whole format is it's a different ratio, aspect ratio format. It's different. It's just different, and there's it's the richness of the film quality. So the pixels in the frames, like the pixel, like the resolution and everything. It's just everything about it is just far superior than ordinary film. Again, I still like standard film, 35 millimeter. I have some 35mm behind me. Maybe I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I've actually got some IMAX film in my room as well. Yeah, I've got some IMAX cells. They're for individual frames that have been chopped up. I have some. Let me show you what a 35mm roll looks like. Uh, I bought these recently from a convention that I went to, like a film convention thing, and I got them really cheap. I'm not going to say how much they were for, but it doesn't matter. The point is what I'm showing you. So what's this one? So this is 35mm, right? And these are, so what these are, this is about 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes worth of film. That's not the whole movie. This is a trailer. These are, I've got trailers here in my bag, in my what I've got next to me. These are original trailers that were produced, and they were sent to theaters, right, for them to be played on, before you watch the movie that you actually paid for, before the film starts, the movie, you've got loads of trailers for upcoming films, right? So how do I open this? Just give me a second. I've got quite a few in here. I've just picked them up because the guy was selling loads of them, and I got them so cheap. I mean, I took them because one day I want to get my own film projector, like a physical film projector, so I can watch films on, in the privacy of my own home. Watching it how it was like in the theater, watching something projected, and watching on film as opposed to seeing something on television, or seeing something even digitally projected. It's so different than watching something um, on a television or whatever. It's so different, man. I'm telling you. So what's this? This is This is an original trailer. It's brand. They're all brand new. These trailers that this guy gave me. He was a collector. He works at a museum or somewhere, like a film museum in London, and he's got access to loads of these film stocks, these trailers, and what God knows what else he's got. And I mean, he was selling these individually, and I just bought them because he was like asking for like £1 each, like $2 each or something. Hello, Peter. Hello. Um, I'm just showing people here what 35mm is. This is an original trailer for Godzilla, 1998. I've not played it yet because I don't have a projector, I don't have the equipment. But when I do, I can splice all these trailers together. I can like, what's this one? This is Jurassic Park 3 from 2001. It's one of the trailers. I think it's a teaser trailer. Yeah, dual trailer teaser. What does that mean? Dual trailer and teaser. Dual. Like it's got two. Is it two what? I mean, it's got Godzilla written on the outside. Is it two Godzilla trailers, or is it the Godzilla trailer and then something else that's attached to it? I don't know. I don't know. Well, anyway, I want to try and show you what it looks like if I undo it. If I take the wrapper off. What's this one? Judge Dredd, 1995. So you know Sylvester Stallone, the Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd film, which I quite liked. It's sort of become like a cult classic now. This is an original trailer. Um, if I'm right in saying, for Judge Dredd. Shall I just undo it? Or shall I undo? What I'm going to do is undo the Jurassic Park one. Oh, yeah, I got Turner and Hooch. Turner and Hooch. He had them there. He had loads of trailers, all different kinds, and because they were £1 each, I just took 6 of them. I paid £6. 6 trailers. I thought, why not? I mean, because it's just for film enthusiasts, you know, and people that care, you know, and filmmakers, you know, whatever, you know, like it's for people that appreciate film, you know, and I do, not just for projection, like watching it, but for like creation as well. I care about the filmmaking, the purpose of cinema. I care about cinema. So I might undo. I'm gonna undo this one. Why has someone put tape on it like that? Some a-hole. What is this? This is Jurassic Park 3. So this is 2001. So this is 25 years old, right? Why is it not opening? Oh. So if I take this off, I'm not going to get back in here again. I'm never going to get back in here. Oh yeah, I will. Here we go. I can just do this. What's it not opening? Don't see any dinosaurs yet. I hope this isn't just a massive roll of plain film. And there's nothing on it. Oh, here we go. Jurassic Park. Yeah, you can see the. You can see it. Yeah. So what this is so what it is, everyone. I might as well show you right now. I don't know if you can see me. This is 35mm film. This is 35mm, right? You can probably see like some of the writing there. But if I show you the back camera, I'll hold it up towards a light. Can you see that? Hold on. Sorry if the camera's out of focus. One second. Look at that. Look. Coming soon. Coming soon, everyone. Hell yeah. So I'm holding it on my finger. Obviously, you got to imagine that this would be fed through a 35mm projector, right? But I'm just trying to I'm just trying to show you that this is 35mm, right? So I'm trying to be careful with it. Don't worry, I'm not harming it in any way. As I'm untangling it here, I'm rolling it up on this side. It's pretty hard. This material. I mean, you'd have to really like pull on it to destroy it. You know what I mean? So I'm not doing it any harm. I'm just trying to find a photo of right where you can see like some people or dinosaurs or something, or some of the cast. Oh yeah, look at this. Jurassic Park. Why is it not? See that? Can you see that? Why is it out of focus? I don't know what's that. Jurassic Park 3. So, as well, while I'm here, see on the left hand side, see them purple lines on the side? See the purple sort of lines on the left hand side? Like where my finger is there? That's the soundtrack. That's the sound that's embedded into the film. What you just saw there on the side of the film, is the sound. The Jurassic Park 3. I just picked it up because it was £1. You know, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to go and buy this because I don't want to say retro. It's film, you know, and it's like it's an iconic. What's that iconic? You know, again, for people that appreciate film, they're trailers. You know what I mean? Like they're so when you splice them all together and you play it through a projector, you're seeing like how something was originally made. Even if it's a trailer, you're seeing it at like for that. Do you understand? Like it's this is how it was when it was being played. You know what I mean? So, um, Oh wow, look at that. That is cool. That is. I've just ran the film down a little bit, and there's a scene here. I don't know if you can see that. That's a scene where she falls out of the tree. You know, where the Velociraptor in the movie is and you remember that scene, don't you, in the movie where here we go. Look, there's Sam Neill's character, the Dr. Alan Grant. You know, I'm just seeing if there's any frames of the dinosaurs. Oh yeah, like there's some Velociraptors here. Yeah, this is beautiful. You know what I mean? So this is 35 millimeter, right? So that's what I was trying to show you. What you see here is 35 millimeter. This is studio standard, right? And it's beautiful. It's beautiful for what it is, you know. But IMAX is even bigger than it's even bigger frames. They're like double the size, or more than double. And yeah, it's truly beautiful. I mean, I cannot stress enough how amazing IMAX film is. I've got some of Interstellar. They're over in my cupboard, in my drawer, in the cupboard over there. I can show you the difference. Maybe I'll pull them out and show you the difference. Maybe I'll do that. I'm just feeding this back through. See, I'm just. So that's Jurassic Park 3 from 2001. That's one of the trailers that was sent to the theaters from the studios, you know, or they had them developed by the studios, or however it happens. Sometimes the studios send them out, or maybe there's another third party involved where they send them straight to the theater chains. Either way, these are the trailers. So that's 35 millimeter, right? That's 35 mil. Okay. Um, it's beautiful. Like, even though like this ain't the greatest film in the world, it's an appreciation of cinema and film. Like, and it's the love of cinema. You know, that's why I bought them. Just because when the day comes when I get my own projector and that, my own personal use, I can put these through the machine, you know, and play them. You know, um, got an itchy foot. So this is Jurassic Park 3. You know, this is the one. Let's package it back up now. Or shall I leave it out to show you what the IMAX films look like? Shall I show you? Uh, Seeing something on film and seeing it being digitally projected, they're two different things. I'm telling you right now, they are. They are two different things. So that's Jurassic Park 3, you know. As I say, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this. You know, I'm not bothered. You know, I mean, but it's still the the respect of the format. You know what I mean? Which I have. You know, um, and it's cool. It's cool as hell. You know, like, to run it through a projector one day and see it being projected. Like, you know what I mean? It's again, you might not like the film that you're watching, but you'll have an appreciation of just seeing the trailer. It's about seeing something through on film. That's the thing. It's about seeing film being projected. It's the whole process of that. There's just something magical about it because there really is. It's like none of the quality gets lost because you're seeing it how it was shot on. It was shot on film, you know. I don't have what's that? What's your TikTok? I don't have TikTok, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Um, I might go in a second because there doesn't seem to be a lot of people here. There's not really a big crowd of people. But that's okay. It's still early days. Where's my IMAX sales? Maybe I'll show you next time. Maybe what I'll do when there's enough people here, I'll show you all next time. Basically, if 35 millimeters this tall, IMAX ones are like that. They're like double, more than 2.5 times the size, and they're like that wide as well. They're amazing because that's the quality. That's what I'm trying to say. That is the difference in the format. It's still film. They're both film, but one is superior. One is way superior over the other one. It's just truly like I can understand why it's why Christopher Nolan at the very least um would uses it. You know, like, I can totally because he wanted to be, his visions, what he wanted to make, were meant to be on a bigger format. You know, it was meant to be like he was channeling that energy for him to be using that technology. That's where he belonged. You know, that's where he wanted to be at. And I understand. That's where he was aiming for. You know, if IMAX never existed, he'd still be like using 35 millimeter, like, which is what I just had here. Um, this is 35 millimeter. These are film trailers that I got. They're trailers for films and from years ago, and I mean this one's 30 years old. 1996. This is Eraser, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Make one. It will really help for your filmmaking journey. You'll get very popular. What's that? Mel? Is that what's your name? Mel? What was that? What video are you talking about? I think I mentioned that on my previous video that I've done on this channel, the black and white video, that I am gonna make a video showing the purpose of film and the difference between different formats like 35 millimeter and IMAX. I'm gonna show you a video on that. I mean, I'll try my best to convey the message of why there's one is superior, one is more superior. You know. Oh, you're talking about TikTok. Well, this is the thing, right? I said I don't have one. I do have one, but I've not. I've deactivated it. I deactivated it because it was tied to my old channel, my other channel that I've got. I don't know where you met me, Mel. Whether you found me on this channel or whether you knew me on my other channel. I don't know where you found me first, but I have one, but I deactivated it because, to be honest, I found it a bit of a pain in the backside. Bit distracting, very distracting, very I'm quite happy using YouTube, to be fair, but I don't want a channel. This isn't a reaction channel or nothing like that. This is a channel about my journey into filmmaking and all things film related, cinema, networking, and it's not some sort of reaction channel where I want to get loads of views just because because of it's not like a Tyrone Magnus YouTube channel. No offense to Tyrone, but it's not that type of thing. Um, I'm more likely to open up like an Instagram channel than TikTok. I don't like TikTok really. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm not in a rush to do that anyway. If people want to find me, they'll find me on YouTube. So, what's that? YouTube recommended your vid because I'm also taking courses on film production and I also collaborate with famous brands like Dior and Louis Vuitton. That I think that is that right? LV, Louis Vuitton. Right. That's why I've made this channel, Mel. Right, is because I want to collaborate with people. Honest. I swear on the Bible. I swear. I want to show my filmmaking journey, and but yeah, there'll be some times where I'm talking about films, my like other people's favorite movies, where we're having a conversation. That's wonderful, but it's not a film reaction channel like that in that sense. In that sense, it's more about an unfoldment, an unfolding of where I'm going into my journey into film, my journey, my filmmaking journey. So I wanted a platform for me to show that journey it, unfold, yeah, evolve. But thanks. I'm glad that YouTube recommended you. I mean, I don't know if you watched my other video that I made on the black and white one of me talking about the Odyssey and that. Um, I'm mainly speaking about the power of IMAX and why it's superior. But 35 millimeter film is still studio standard. I mean, it's it, I'm not taking nothing away from 35 millimeter. This is absolutely right. This is film. You know what I mean? This is perfect. This is for me. This is love. I love it. Um, IMAX is just like the superior form of film in the world right now. So if this is studio standard, and if any filmmaker can get a film released into theaters on 35 mil, that's what you want, and that's what you'd be. That's a great. This is the standard. This is perfect. If you're making something on film and you want it to be shown on film, um, most theaters, as I say, they digitally project things, which is still the cinema experience, but it's not. It's different. There's a difference between seeing something played on film and then it being played on digital. I'm telling you right now, there is a difference. I've witnessed the power of it. It's so different. But I still love the cinema experience, regardless. Um, I've got nothing against 35 millimeter. 35 millimeter is standard. It's the standard grade. It's the this is what you want. This is what filmmakers use. So unless they get the opportunity to use IMAX cameras, which is a different, it's different. It's more super. You can make a film in 35 mm and have some IMAX sequences, but it's expensive and it's more higher grade. Well, because of the as I said, it's expensive. So, but we'll talk about that later. Taking film courses on film production. Right. I really like your ambitions and your passion for film. I can help you. I have connections with top producers in London. Cool. All right. How long have you been in film production then? Like, how long have you been taking a course, and where are you based? How old are you? Um, are you a man? Are you a woman? Tell me a bit about who you are. Where you taking the courses that you're doing? Uh, just give me a bit of information about who you are. I'm not trying to interrogate you. I promise. I just you've said that, and it spiked my interest. In a genuine way. In a genuine way. My ambition for it is I can't stop thinking about. I can't stop thinking about it, and I'm applying to do certain courses in London as well. I've applied for a few apprenticeships, like traineeships, which are full paying jobs, but they're for a 12-month contract. Um, I've set some energy in motion, and I'll continue to do that until I find like a certain placement of what I want to do. Because mainly it's about connections, but if I don't get anywhere with these things, I'm not bothered because it's not going to stop me from being a filmmaker and entering into that world and getting into the industry. Because as you say, it is about the people that you know. It's about who you collaborate with, but it's about sticking to your own integrity. And I'll always do that. Whether this channel is a platform for people to find me and for me to find them. Really, so and so while that's always in place, I'll always be able to. I don't need to rely on getting an apprenticeship. I'm not saying that I don't want I'll have both. I'll have this and I'll like to network and I'll have that to do as well. I just want to. I just want. I just. But the point is, and I'll shut up now. But it's all I'm thinking about because of what the energy that I'm charged on. The With wanting to be a filmmaker, it started with, well, I've always liked film and I've always sort of wanted to be a filmmaker, and in recent years I've really thought about it. But really, what really activated me was when I went to IMAX and saw Interstellar on 70 mm IMAX, 15 70 mm print, not the standard 70 mm print which looks widescreen, which the IMAX 70 mm. Um, I've never. Basically, I know what after having that experience and being in that room, in the theater, in the auditorium where everyone was sitting, as the credits were rolling, I just knew like and it sounds crazy, but it can sound however it likes. But this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And I'm not, and there's no question. This is what I have to do. I must do it. I must. I'm scared. I'm nervous, but it's scary enough in a good way. Like you're a student based in London, Hackney. I'm studying fashion design at the UAL, but also, sorry, I can't see the comments. I can't read.
So you're a student based in London, Hackney, studying fashion design at UAL, but also have a passion for films and filmmaking. So I'm taking a 5-month course at Met Film, and I'm a girl, by the way. Met Film. What does that mean? What is that? What? I know Hackney. Yeah. I'm not gonna say where I live, but I live in London as well. Yeah, I live on near the Underground tube line. Yeah, I do. I live near a tube line, but I mean, unless things take their course and I get to know people enough, I'm happy to like meet people and things like that. But not straight away. But we'll see how things unfold, you know. Um, but right, you're a student based in London, studying fashion design. Um, that's good. So you're taking a 5-month course at Met Film. Okay. How do you have connections with top producers in London? Like, if you've just started a course in filmmaking, like how like or film production, how have you got connections already? I'm just curious. I mean, I'm so grateful that you're watching my channel. That's why I've made this channel. It's for multiple things, but mainly it's to connect with people. Yeah. Um, if it feels right, I will connect with people. Yeah. Um, I'm glad that you like my videos on my channel. I appreciate that. I do. I don't know about TikTok. I don't think I'm quite happy to really to build up the YouTube. Really, I might have an Instagram. I mean, I could open up an Instagram thing. I don't really know how Instagram works. See, I'm not doing it to get loads of thousands and thousands of people that I'm not doing it to make I'm here. I'd like the right people to find me. You know what I mean? I'd like so. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it to become. You understand? I want to start getting into film production. So, but when I'm when I'm ready and with the right people. So it's not about and then that's why this channel is here. Is as I say, is to show my journey. And while in the process, I'm meeting people. I'm connecting. So and it could be people anywhere in the world. It could be there could be someone who's interested in doing sound like a composer, someone who's willing to do that side of things, and they could be on the other side of the world. I'm not. Do you understand? I'm just using that as an example. So what did you say earlier? YouTube recommends your video because I'm taking courses on film production. You collaborate with famous brands like Dior. Right. cool. Okay. Met Film was a college. They also offer short courses, so I'm taking their 22-week courses for certificate of film production. Right. I see. Okay. Okay. Where is that college? Where is it? Is it an actual building in London, or it's probably, or is it an online thing? So what it is, just as a bit of advice here for you or anyone listening to this, there ain't no right way into the film industry. There isn't, and there is not one way that there isn't a one way. You basically make your own way, like, and based on your energy that you're in, like you stay true to what is in here inside, and you use that as so it will it will find an expression through an avenue, right? Externally. So, but there ain't one right way into going in. There isn't. You just need to know what your story is and go out and make it. And go out and make it. With how you want to make it, with the people that you want to make it with. But there is no right way into doing it. I think really what it is that you have to just go out and start doing it. I mean that and when I'm ready, I'm ready now. I feel like I'm ready now, but I'm just this year is going to be totally different for me, and I don't even really have any doubt in saying that. I'm going to be doing a lot of things this year, so um, whatever happens, well, I'm going to be doing things this year however slow it starts off as. I don't care. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff this year, so um, I don't know if you're looking to go up top, but I don't know if you're looking to go to. I don't know if you're looking to go top, but the courses could really help. You do what's best for you. You know what I mean? You do what you gotta do. If it's in your heart and you feel it, that's what matters. If you feel it no matter what, like that is it. That is it. It will find it will manifest. It's going to manifest for you if you really feel it, no matter what the world is presenting to you, what all the opposition may be. Because that's how I feel. It's just about finding the right people to work with. It is. But thanks for finding my channel and watching my videos. Um, the reason why it seems like there's not a lot of stuff on here is because I spent a lot of time on another channel that I have, which is nothing to do with filmmaking. But I spent a lot of time on there. And now I'm going to be putting all my energy into this channel. Not not to force anything, but I'm just saying that most of my energy will now be sort of focused on here. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm not. I don't need to go to any colleges or anything like that. Um, I personally don't want to. So I just want to start. I want to go out and make something, and I don't know what it is yet. I mean, I know what the things on my heart that I want to do along in the long term, but in the short term, I don't know what that is yet. And even still, I don't know who the people are that I'd like to work with. I don't know who they are yet, but it will be. I'll know soon enough. I'll know sooner or later. Because what it is, right? I'm not going out and working with people that I'm not in harmony with, and that's not even about the money. It's not about money. It could be something done for free, where it's all volunteers, and there's no money spent on it at all. If I'm not working with the right people, right, and I can't seem to, I'm not. That's not. I'm not going to be doing it. So it's about me being in harmony with the right crew, the right people. But I don't know. I don't know about TikTok. I don't. I don't. That's not what I've signed up for. That's not what I want to do. TikTok to me is a huge distraction. It's great if you want to create a big social media following. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to create a big following, but not in that way. I don't like. I don't like. I don't. To me, TikTok is a joke. Like, it's a bit of a joke. So I'd rather use like YouTube or like an Instagram, make it a bit more professional. For me, TikTok's not a professional. It's a bit of a. Do you know what I mean? I didn't like it before, and I don't like it now still. So I'm not interested in that. But I just want to meet people. I just want to start working with people. That's what I want to do. I want to start doing something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with you. I just want to get my eye through that viewfinder and start getting something made. You know what I mean? Getting something on. Um, did you watch my video that I made about IMAX? It's not a full-on video talking about the potential of it, but it's just like to give you a taste that it's something different. It's complete. Well, it's the best, but for people that have never experienced it, it's just like a good taste to see, like on video, of seeing someone talking about it, like me. I was talking about it, so it's a taste. It's like showing someone that there's another avenue that you've not explored. I hope that video achieved that. I think it did. I'd like to think that it did. You've watched all my vids, okay? Yeah, the first few videos that I made they just they were just what they were, right? But that black and white one was a professional one where I've edited it, and I've put a sound, I've put sound on there, and I've put photo inserts into it, and like I used a camera. I kept my Canon camera. I used a light. I used a microphone. To me, I consider that a professional video. But great. Thanks for watching it. I wish you well as well with your journey. probably be going soon because I think the battery on my phone's gonna die out on me. I mean, we'll speak again at some point, Mel. What's that? I'm also looking for models for my fashion line, showcasing my designs. Would you be interested? Be interested in what? What for? I mean, I'm not a model. I mean, I've had so many people ask me if I want to model for things. I say, well, not really. I'm not really. I went to a few agencies once to ask them if they wanted to take me on as a model, but none of them wanted me because apparently I'm too short. And do you know what? Right, I don't. I like modeling for myself. I take my own photos, and I think I look great. I like how I am, but it's not about how you look; it's how you feel, isn't it? But as a side thing, I like modeling for me, but I'm not. I don't think I'd model for other people because I never thought. Because my heart is not really in it. Like even when I went to them agencies and walked in as a walk-in, just showed up and just set, um, they just they're looking for a certain type of person to fit their books, but um, you get rejected, and it's like I don't care. Like, I just didn't give a shit. Excuse my language, but I didn't really care. Well, I want to be a filmmaker. So I'm not interested in really doing that. No. Being a model as opposed to being someone who's attractive, right? When I say attractive, but good looking or handsome, and in the way society would see that, that's different. Being a model is different than I'm not a model. I'm not. So no, I'll probably have to say no to that. I'm okay, Mel. Honestly, like I'm not interested in it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Honestly, someone that actually wants to do it, I think they're the ones that you want. So, I mean, if you want to talk about filmmaking and in that sense, like if you want to do anything in regards to that, I mean, then yeah, I'll be maybe more interested in that regard, in that sense. But I'm not. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I want to be behind it. I don't want to be if I want to be behind the camera, not in front of it. The only camera that I'd be in front of is my own. Like if I'm doing my own things. But you'll find people. So create your own YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Create your own platform to meet people. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for me, obviously, but I know that out of it I'll meet people. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. We'll put it this way, Mel. I went to a few agencies right in London. I went to the agency where Dave Gandy is with. The guy who's the male model for Dolce & Gabbana, right? I went right into their agency. I think it's called Select Models. Yeah, Select Models. I went right in there. I went up the lift in the escalator, like the elevator up. Took the lift up, and they were nice to me in there. They were pretty cool in that, but they didn't want to take me or entertain me because they said I'm too short. And I know, fairness, right? I mean, I don't want it enough to go through it all, and I don't care about it that enough. You know, as I said, I don't want to do that. But I went when I did a few years ago just for fun, just for an experience, and it was what it was. You know, I even went to that agency called Storm agency, where Cara Delevingne used to be a model at. Um, used to be. Which I think is near Chelsea in London. I think it's near Chelsea area somewhere, unless I'm mistaken on that. They they weren't interested either. I went to a few others that day as well. I went to a few other ones, but I just don't want it enough. You know what I mean? I just don't care. I don't care, honestly. I know what I do care about, and it's filming. So, but I wish you good luck with that. Anything to do with filming, though, like we'll see what happens. You know, stick around on my channel, and in the future, like we'll see how things, you know, talk about things and whatever. But I think on that note, everyone, I'm gonna be going now. I'm really grateful for this live stream. I mean, it was what it was. It's not. They're not always gonna be like these live streams, but it's quite quiet on here. I've noticed because of the algorithm, and you know. But that's that. Anyway, I'll speak to you all soon, and yeah, stay tuned for my upcoming videos when I put them on. Alrighty, thanks for your time, and I'll see you later, everyone. Bye bye.